Welcome to your weekly guidance reading with me, Rachel Skulltalk, Angel Medium. And this week, this is the week of the 13th of March all the way through until next week is the 20th. And I'm working today with the Archangel Oracle cards by Diana Cooper and the beautiful Archangel Power Tarot by Radley Valentine. We're going to do a little bit of a mixed reading today of cards so that you get a really good insight to what the angels want you to know this week. So this week, the angels have told me that we're going through another big reset, and you might have noticed that coming in with the full moon last week. It was really big energy, and that reset might be making you feel a little bit ungrounded, off center, a little bit like you're wobbly, maybe you can't find your path or you're questioning your path. So the angels are always working with us, the universe is always working with us to help us to remember who we are at a deep level, right? That's one of the purpose that you even have angels with you, your guardian angels, and everyone has angels. You also have the major archangels working with you as well. And part of your path is remembering who you are at a soul level. Shedding that ego and releasing, excuse me, squeaky voice today. Releasing any fears or negative thoughts that are holding you in patterns that are not you. You know, I think we feel our lowest when we're not coming from our true, authentic self, or when we're trying to please everybody or trying to predict what everybody else wants, and so we try to change ourselves and twist ourselves into a pretzel to fit in what everybody else wants. Or you can get really down because you think that you're not meeting those goals that other people have for you. So this is your reminder today. If you've showed up at this live or you're watching it in the replay, this is your sign that you need to just be your true self. Come from that core center of who you are. Reconnect with your angels and your soul. So we're going through this reset right now, which is really bringing up to the surface those things that don't fit in with who you really are. You know, it might be that you're doing something or hanging out with someone or doing something that just kind of leaves you feeling less than yourself, less about yourself. So the angels are saying we're in a reset, and this is an opportunity. It's like a door opening where you can step into creating and manifesting the life that you want, the thing that fits best for you. You know, I think with social media, there's so much pressure nowadays that is unspoken, but it's there under the surface. You've got to look a certain way. You've got to be a certain way. You've got to answer all of the DMs. You've got to answer all of the comments. You've got to post every day. There's all this expectation, which, when you think about it, these are rules that have been made up by other people's egos, not even your own ego, but your ego gets hooked into it, and it creates fear and it creates stress. So look for things where you need to stop and say, okay, does this work for me? Is this really working for me? And come back to, angels, please help me and guide me on my divine life path, on my true purpose. Because you do have a purpose, and it is very easy, I think, on the earthly plane to go off on little wandering goat tracks which lead you, you know, into stressful situations. And then you remember, and I always say this is a compassionate universe, right? Because even when we're suffering, it's just our own inner self, our soul, our universe telling us you're on the wrong track. Turn back. You know, if you're in pain, if you're in emotional pain, it could be like you're thinking thoughts that are destructive and causing you to feel this way. It's always a course adjustment. And so we're in a big course adjustment right now. I haven't even pulled a card for you yet. So I'm going to shuffle the cards, and then we're going to get some more from the angels. So Archangel Michael is the angel of the month for March. Yay! How good is that? Because Archangel Michael helps us to reset our energy, and just by clearing away the negative attachments, cords, other people's thoughts, other people's opinions, our own disappointments, worries, resentments, fears that get attached to us and start to kind of control our energy like puppet strings. So Archangel Michael can lovingly cut away those cords and draw your attention to toxic and unhealthy elements in your life that are draining your good energy away and putting you out of your true self into negativity or into ego fear. So you can ask Archangel Michael to be with you. So Archangel Michael, thank you so much for bringing through the archangels, the angels that have the strongest message for us this week, and for watching over this session and bringing through a clear message for everybody. As soon as you invoke an angel, you feel better. Cool, okay. I love doing this live and pulling the cards for you live. So we're just getting an update as to what to expect this week and which angels are working with us. Okay, that one's very strong. Okay. Okay. So the very first card that's out is this one, the High Priestess. And this is Archangel Haniel, the angel of the full moon. There are no synchronicities, right? There's no such thing as an accidental coincidence, right? Everything is aligned. It's as it should be. And when we see more of those synchronicities out there in the world, right, that's a sign that your energy is matching the energy of the universe. That's why you see the angel numbers. That's why you get more signs when you're tuned in and tapped into the universe. So expect this week, yes, a lot of emotion, because with Haniel, she's always about bringing those emotions to the surface and helping you to decipher, kind of pull apart, like, okay, why am I feeling this way? What's going on? What do I need to know? What deep wisdom is my soul and my angels? Because the angels will magnify those emotions to help you to recognize them. So this is a moment of reflection, powerful, intuitive, and angelic messages coming through for you this week. So one of my sayings is that the angels will ride in on our waves of emotion. And that's why I always encourage you to open your heart to your angels. You know, don't hold back. Let them know everything that you're feeling and thinking. And that allows them access to you, your energy, because our emotions are a big part of who we are. If we try not to be emotional, then we're really repressing who we are. So reflection and meditation that provides valuable information. So Haniel and Archangel Michael, all of your angels, are working with you to bring peace back into your life. So if there's anything that's upsetting you, the angels are with you to help you to recognize, and they're suggesting that you spend some time this week in peaceful reflection, meditation, even if you don't feel like it. Haniel, and this is the number 2. I love Archangel Haniel. Her energy is this beautiful blue, pale blue, silvery blue, at the light of the moon. So the second card, which is your guidance, this is the 10 of Ariel. And this is reminding you that even though things might feel a bit rocky, stormy, challenging, maybe just overwhelming, everything is okay. And there is still plenty for you to be grateful for. And recognize the abundance that's in your life, because that's going to generate more abundance. Now, with this card being a number 10, the angels are showing me the 111 symbol right now. And they're asking me to remind you, they're going to be sending you 111 a lot this week. And it's a reminder for you to change your thoughts. So the one thing that you can do to raise your own vibration, other than meditating, and meditating helps, of course, but it's hard to meditate when your thoughts are negative, right? So is to change your thinking. Because if you imagine that you're the car and your thoughts are the steering wheel, right? And when you're thinking negative thoughts, self-destructive thoughts, resentful thoughts, I'm not good enough, all that kind of stuff, there's not enough for me in the world, blah, 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 all of that lack, scarcity stuff. It's like you're steering your car into a ditch. And you know this because you start to feel it inside of you, and it starts to kind of escalate, doesn't it? Like you stub your toe or something, you start to feel negative, you trip over, then you feel worse, then someone's rude to you, then you feel worse, and you just kind of go. So in order to get your car back on the track, the angels are like the NRMA or whatever you call them. What do you call it in America? the AAA, where they come and rescue you, get you out of the ditch and get you on the road again. So you got to think the thoughts that keep you on the road that you want to be on, which is positive thinking. I love that analogy. Thank you, angels. So thinking positively, change your thoughts to gratitude, change your thoughts to forgiveness. That's what works. We all have negative thoughts. Don't feel bad for having negative thoughts because you're just adding another negative thought. Just notice and go, oh, well done for noticing. Pat on the back. All right, what can I say instead? All is well. All is divinely well. We get this a lot. Now, 1 and a 0 together is a big reminder that the angels and the divine are saying to you, use prayer, because the divine is stepping in to let you know that your thoughts are going off track. So in this card, it's saying there's so much to be grateful for. Hold on to your hope and optimism, because there are rewards and success, including financial success, in your future, and family life, contentment, everything. So start thinking along those lines. The outcome card is, woohoo, this is the Page of Michael. Not surprising that Archangel Michael should turn up here. He's saying, yeah, it has been challenging. And because anytime we're trying to move energy, we're trying to do something different, that we're going to hit a few bumps. There's the resistance from our ego. There's, you know, because the ego doesn't like change. It's like, oh no, I don't want to. I want to lay on the sofa and watch telly. There are exciting new challenges, and there's always going to be bumps in the road when you do new things, because it's like learning to ride a bicycle. You can fall off a couple of times. It's just the newness of it, of the new energy. So don't be worried. Just take advantage of the energy, the direction the energy is going in, which is a new reset, and think, okay, what is it that I have to reset? What is it that is taking me down a track that I don't like, that isn't positive for me? And use your skills, the gifts, your thoughts, your emotions to steer you in that direction. Now, it is difficult to have a positive thought if you're getting a lot of negative thoughts. And if you've been through a lot in the last couple of years, you know, sometimes past experiences, disappointment, sadness, loss, we can give our power away to those situations. I'm not saying you shouldn't be grieving or you shouldn't be sad when things go wrong, but there comes a point where we have to take our power back, and we can feel our feelings but not become a victim of the things that happen. And so taking your power back sometimes means you also have to pull your energy back, you know, because we give our power to situations, we give our power to people that hurt us, we put people on pedestals, and all of that. Every time we're doing something like that, we're putting a cord. And what happens with that is that our good energy, the energy of source that comes to flow through you, helps you to manifest good, helps you to keep your vibration high, helps your body stay healthy, all of these things. Well, that energy gets siphoned away because you're attached by cords. If you think like a cord is like a hose pipe, all that energy is going out from you. And every time you're giving, you're just giving and you're just not receiving, because it's like a colander, it's just leaking out before it gets to you. So you're saying, where are my manifestations? Why do I feel like I'm giving out positive energy and only getting negative energy? It's about pulling back your power, cutting those cords, pulling back your energy, and becoming a secure vessel for the universal energies that are coming to you. And if you're an overgiver, if you tend to put everything else before you, that you're going to be a very leaky colander. So I'm doing a workshop this Friday called Reclaim Your Power with Archangel Michael. It's a 90-minute Zoom event, and we're going to be clearing those cords, blocking up that leaky colander so that you become a vessel. That's the best way I can put it. Releasing all of that energy that's draining you or that's toxic, and calling back your energy and power from places that you've left it. And that doesn't mean that anyone's going to be hurt by you not being attached to them. There's nothing wrong with positive cords when we have positive exchanges with the people, but it's the negative cords where fear and resentment and stuff like that. So if that feels like you, it's only 57 Australian dollars to come. Sign up. The link is in my comments. So the final card for today, actually there were two, weren't there? the final cards for today. This is the Archangel Raphael. Now I smile about this because I did notice this morning that Archangel Raphael kind of stuck his head in. He was like, hello, when I was doing my meditation. As you can see in this card, Archangel Raphael, his energy, sorry, I've just cracked myself up. His energy is this beautiful green with golden light around him. And he's carrying here a pestle and mortar, and he's the healing angel. So he's asking you to, because he's also the angel of the third eye, to open up your spiritual eyes. Now, the spiritual eye sees with the eyes of love, not with fear. So negative thoughts close down your third eye. Right? If you ever had a reading from someone that's been really negative and they're like doom and gloom, and you walk out of there thinking, oh my God. And that's not because your future is negative. It just means that person's third eye is all gummed up with fear and their own negativity. So they're just seeing through that filter, right? They're seeing through the eyes of fear instead of love. So here he's saying, see with the eyes of love and open to the abundance and love and peace that's in the universe. So there are, again, another message, just like Ariel told us, there is positive energy coming in for you. There's abundance and rewards. You just have to adjust your frequency to get to it. And Archangel Felier, honor animals and communicate with different species. This is also a beautiful coincidence because the animal messenger energy has been really strong. And I had a message from the angels to start writing about animals, if you'd like that, in my blog. So animal messengers. So there will be not just seeing the angel numbers this week. Look out for the animals that show up, whether it be on your screen, in the physical world. Who's coming to talk to you? What's the message that they're bringing you? So I'm really happy about that. That's a beautiful reading from the angels. Thank you, angels and archangels. And let us set a strong intention to have a positive, love-filled week. And may the angels ground you, protect you, and keep you safe from all negative energy, from all lower energy of all kinds. And may you keep yourself safe by keeping your thoughts high and positive and uplifted to align with those things that are for your highest good and your highest intentions. May you be surrounded by angels, and so it is. Amen. I've got a beautiful PDF. Who was talking about Jen? Hi, Jen Luna or Jen Luna. I like that. Ones, yeah. So I've got an angel numbers PDF that you can get from my website, and it just it tells you the meaning of all of the numbers. But 111, I call it the awakening code from the angels. Well, the angels told me that's what it's called, and it says you are manifesting right now. Please make sure your thoughts are positive and aligned with what you want to manifest, not with what you're complaining about or what you're upset about. You know, I had a little incident this morning. I went for a walk because, you know, when you sleep heavy and you can't quite get your act together, I thought I really need to get out in the fresh air before I do any work today, because I have a big day. And I went for a long walk, and then I went to a cafe and got a cup of tea, and the person behind the counter was a little bit off, and I was a little bit off too in response. And then it kind of upset me. I felt tears coming into my eyes. I mean, I am super sensitive, especially at the moment, and I just felt bad. I felt bad about it, and I really just wanted to sit and have a quiet cup of tea before I had my day. So I decided, I said, angels, what can I do? I just don't feel good. And I just had this thought to send love to the girl. And I know what it's like to work in hospitality. It's not always fun. I did it a lot when I first traveled to Australia. And I wrote her a note saying, sorry if I appeared a bit snippy this morning. And I left her a large tip. And I said I was having a bad morning, and I'm sorry if I appeared a bit snippy. And I just instantly felt that weight lift off of me. And it was a good example of that energy that the angels are talking about. Is I'm very rarely like that unless I'm stressed, and I I always want to be the sort of person that's quick to correct if I've done something that doesn't fit in alignment with me and what I want to be putting out in the world. I have no idea how she responded to it. I just left it, but it made me feel better, and I felt like that energy had gone. So, it's that 111. Watch your thoughts. Watch what you're putting out into the world, because you don't want that coming back at you. Triple. What we send out comes back to us threefold. And align with your true self, which is your soul, not your ego. Our ego is defensive and threatening and threatened and always thinking the worst case scenario. Goats are your thing, D. I reckon a goat would be a great power animal to have. Protective, eats all your weeds, has amazing eyes. All right, I'm going to stop now. I'm sending you lots of love for the week. Please go over to my website, check out today's blog. And also, if you want to sign up for my weekly angelic inspiration newsletter, you can do that over on my website, and you will get this video every week, plus a message from the angels every Monday. Have a great week, and see you on Friday at the Archangel Michael event. Bye.